each one of you 4 minutes, and then ask one of your colleagues to give the first feedback, and then open if there are more questions for each one of you. Sounds okay? We know that you guys did a great job. We have 15 matching point forms filled in. So first of all, big applause to us. So it works like that. You stand up, you take the floor here or from wherever you want. You just share what this exercise was for you, like how you want to engage with the Chamberere Hub. Joy, you remember we are here together for this last few minutes, few hours, so really take advantage of any further information or inputs that you want to share with this forum. Yeah? Okay, let's start. So, Labetkash will start. Is it okay? So you have 4 minutes, and you will give your first input to them. I'll go, right? I'll go. Okay, the first input, if it's a comment, something that it wasn't clear or that you really enjoyed about the presentation, and then we will see if everybody else wants to go. Yeah? Thank you. Thank you so much. And the timekeeper is still me.
Good afternoon, everyone. Okay. Labetkash is very much impressed with what the learning road has made us go through, especially linkage to our new friends who we had not met. Labetkash comes from within this area. This is our local area that we were born and brought up from. But it could not identify that we are needed more on this institution, and we need institution more than anybody else. So we have accepted to offer internship. We are ready to offer attachments for those who are doing various courses that are related to what Labetkash is dealing with. Knowing very well that Labetkash is dealing with aquaculture and other integrated farming. So we are very much obliged to find that we have services that Chamberere TTI needs, and we have services that we shall require from students from Chamberere TTI. So it is a privilege, and we are looking forward to work together with Joy. We are looking forward to work with whoever is incorporated with Joy as we have met today. I think my 4 minutes is over. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So then we will hear about those services between us.
Good afternoon. Actually,
It's coming back. You have just a feedback. Now is just a feedback session. You will have your time to present. Now if you have a question for him or a comment,
yes.
just that.
Oh, just that.
Just that.
Okay. Maybe because it's also on the same line I'm doing. And what is very interesting is that I'm on a different county and he's here. And both of us have been selected to come on this program of Joy. It is actually a pretty good thing because it has brought us two different minds together on two different counties. And I believe whatever they are doing there, we will also do it there. So I'm greatly happy that Chamberere will be the brain behind the whole of our activities that we'll be doing in the other side and here. Therefore, I say thank you for that.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Grace, do you want to go next?
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Grace Dinda from Lake Basin Development Authority. First, I want to take this opportunity to thank Learning Route and the organizers of this event. Indeed, it is a learning process to some of us, and it is a linkage to so many. I will not take much of your time, but just to say that I personally have learned, and also I have so much to take to my organization. As you know, as we are employers, we will give the opportunity to the young generation to get employment. As we discussed with the management of the institution, we will work very closely to ensure that these youths get internship, they learn so that they have the skills that is required when they get employment. Also, wage employment by ILO, as indicated, we will work with the JOY project to ensure that at least we have some few people in employment, because that is in my department as a human resource officer. Also, we will get markets through the institution and the project, so that we also have projects that, since we do integration of development projects in our place, we ensure that at least our community is well and have wealth and health. I want to appreciate so much the organizers. I'm taking a lot back to my institution. Thank you.
Thank you, Grace. Rehema, do you want to input? Martha. Okay, so you were very clear. So next is Cooperative Bank. You want to share? And Zakaria, do you want to give them an input or a question or a comment? No, not now. After the presentation? Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Valentina. I had introduced myself. I'm Rehema Kewasis. I work at Cooperative Bank, a subsidiary company of the bank called COP Consultancy. Our main work is capacity building to cooperatives, groups, and entrepreneurs based on need. So in JOY project, we come in to partner with the hub, and also not limiting the entrepreneurs in training areas of financial literacy training. From discussions, there are groups. So we come in to give that training on financial literacy, record keeping, financial management. And I think I posed a question in Nakuru about, have we planned for our retirement? At least hapa naona wazee wengine wameretire na wengine tuko kwa barabara. Have we planned? Huh? Okay. Okay. That's where we come in. And also on human resource issues for our businesses. What do we need to know as we employ people, onboard people in our jobs? So with Chamberere, we shall partner in curriculum development, training activities, and as a bank, we shall also offer benchmarking. My colleague here will mention in about a minute to tell us more on the areas that they will come in. And also train on other soft skills, customer service, how do we handle our customers. We shall have further discussions with Chamberere so that we can reach out to you, the entrepreneurs, to build capacity in those areas. And also not for training for entrepreneurs, we adopt the model of ILO, Start and Improve Your Business, which is also for business people. So it's what we are bringing on board. Thank you. My colleague here will also, in about a minute, tell us other things that the bank will offer.
Thank you, Rema. As I said, Cooperative Bank, where we come from, there are like 4 departments. COP Consultants is basically or purely for training. Now, where I come from is the Agriculture Department now. And we're looking at, number 1, we'll partner with Joy to just bridge that gap between producer organization or farmer and the market. As a bank, we've developed a platform which will actually enroll Shambarere to that platform. The platform simply, what it does, it exposes you to the market. Whatever you have here, what you produce, we will just post on that platform. It will be able to be seen by all the buyers. So we started that in the rice sector. We've done now cotton, we've done coffee and all the others. So poultry, it is the all value chain, all the crops and even the produce from the farmers. So Shambarere will be able to be an aggregator in case the farmers, those who are training here, they have produce they want to access market, will be able to link you to those marketers. Number 2, we also collaborate with all the, like those who are doing the fertilizer, like the Yara, the Sindenda and all that. If you want to produce, you're not able to reach them, we also link you to them because we all have the partnership in that. Number 3, the last one actually is finance, financial support. We've been partnering with the other partners, so we'll look at how to partner with Joy, especially to enable you access finance. As an entrepreneur, you might not be having things like security, which now we'll discuss further with Joy. How do we go around it so that you're able to access finance without necessarily bringing it to us like a title deed or something, isn't it? Because you know some of you have come to the bank, you're told you can't qualify because you don't have ABCD. But through the partnership of Joy, we can enable you. Like I think there was someone, Imboga or someone. Yes, we're able to look at how we can go around that to enable you access the funds so that you increase stock as we look for opportunities out there. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Godwin. So maybe we want to remind ourselves the value chains that are key for this specific. So who does know which ones were selected as main value chains? Moses, where is Moses? So there's fisheries, poultry, James, groundnuts, vegetables, potatoes, fisheries and dairy. I said fisheries, dairy, potatoes, groundnuts and vegetables. Yeah? Just for us to... Zakaria, do you want to comment on what you just heard from our colleagues? Just start.
Okay, thank you very much. We really appreciate what the cooperative bank has come in to help as far as Joy project is concerned. They have raised a number of issues that I think they are very important to us, especially the online platform where different value chains will be able to post what they are doing, and on that platform they can be able to get market for their produce. Plus the idea of it's also a good idea. He has talked about fertilizer, which is very important in this sense. Plus the financial support. I think that is very important and key to successful venture. Thank you.
Norbert. Yes, please.
Good afternoon, all. Mine would probably be to seek a clarification on the platform of COP. What is the name? COP Bank Soko. Okay, thanks. Perfect. And I think the other concern that I would have had have been addressed by the last speaker, and that would be as a company, we could have a direct engagement with COP anyway without the hub. So my thinking was I wanted to understand probably how our participation in the hub, lowers any barriers that would otherwise have occurred should I have come to the bank directly. That's I think that's addressed. Asante. Any feedback?
Oh, Evans, since you're here.
I know.
Yeah. It's you. Yeah, but you can present now his matching point idea.
That's you caught me off guard. But probably it won't be much. But for us, maybe I'll just go with the format of the matching point form. Our expectation as a company, and I think this would cut across others, would be a hub which is a one-stop shop for business development services. And the areas of interest would actually be around accounting and bookkeeping, coaching, capacity building, especially in terms of reskilling our employees, in terms of e-marketing as well. It's not like we don't know or we don't do it, but within the hub there could be a lot of skills that could improve what we do already. So as an area of services of interest, that is what I would say. In terms of incentives that our enterprise would need to participate in JOY, we talked about the cost of cost sharing, apprenticeship. Well, that also answers what we can offer the hub. Opportunities for apprenticeship, but of course that would come at a cost, but then the organization in terms of human resource can pay for elements of that, and the rest could of course probably be paid up for by the hub. Yeah. In terms of other incentives, and I think probably it would come also as a comment or a suggestion, would be to get access to a physical shared working space from the hub. Because for us who are in e-marketing, regardless of where you are in the country, you can work. And to that extent, say for example, if we are taking or onboarding young individuals into the hub, we could actually support some just from within the hub, and they might not have to come to our physical place. So that would come off as I didn't find a very good place within the form to actually put that. It's more of a suggestion, but also that would incentivize our participation in the hub. In terms of also what we can offer, now this is probably cuts across other stakeholders, would be market access for stakeholders who are majorly in production. And of course, we were told that this is a form to express intent or willingness, and not necessarily an agreement to buy from, say, Laban. Because the moment we actually go also into direct commercial relationship, there are some other factors that come into play that might not be in the control of the hub. For example, if Laban is supplying fish and we need fish and there is a more competitive offer elsewhere, Imboga might not necessarily be obliged to buy fish from Laban if there is a more competitive offer elsewhere. Sinikweli, because as well we're here to advance business here as much as we are growing together. So it's also one thing that would come off as either a suggestion or I don't know how to put it, but I think you really understand what I mean there. Beyond that, because I think even as you guys will be giving input, I could still remember some other things that I mentioned to the team from Shamberere. I'll keep chiming in. And maybe one last one would be, maybe for all of us. Okay? Much as we all have understood the concept of the hub and how we intend it to work, these relationships ultimately, I think, might require also some backstopping and, some level of supervision, I would say, for a start. And even as more people join, because same way I could have gone to Coop Bank for a facility, if it means that by participating in the hub together with Coop Bank, if I send my paperwork to Coop Bank, it might be highly considered as compared to if I was not in the hub, then that would be the hub helping me. If I offer market access to John's Vegetable, and probably I would prioritize that because we have an existing relationship even within the hub, I think that would be the hub helping John as well as helping me in terms of sourcing. So, yeah. Thanks. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Evans. Yes. Applause. But I think, oh my gosh, sorry. I think this, we can respond to one of the points or suggestion that will there be a space for the hub?
Okay, that is the whole essence why we are talking about integrating this in the Shamberere Agribusiness and Technological Center. That's a physical location which will have physical facilities and other support services that all partners can access and use. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah? Clearer? Any other questions, comments? Yeah.
Maybe probably something that I didn't mention, especially with the services of our interest, say for example, accounting and bookkeeping. These are likely to be services that might be required by a lot more SMEs within the hub, more than just ourselves. My question then would be, would it be for a stakeholder within the hub to offer that services to other stakeholders? Or at some level, would it be the hub using in-house knowledge and consultants to offer that to everybody in the ecosystem? I don't know if that question is clear. And many more other services that would actually cut across.
Actually, let me respond to that in my understanding. Maybe somebody else will have an input on the same. The essence of the Joy Project, other than connecting the youth to the employers, is also to do an interconnection of the partners. Because if your need can make your work with the youth more effective, if you get a service from another partner in the hub, then it is the duty of the hub to connect you to that partner so that your work is more efficient. So it is an interrelationship. It is between partners within the hub. If the hub cannot provide, we go to the next hub. If it can't, we'll go to another hub. So it's a whole network. You'll not, I believe you'll not lack what to support your service.
Yeah, I would like also to add, I think I'm in agreement with Moses, and I believe that, in the learning process, we can learn both ways, both from the hub. We can also use, the technical knowledge that is available within the hub as well, but as well as, using technical, know-how from without the hub. So it will be an integrated system where we get, information and everything from without or from within, depending on availability. Yeah.
I also wanted to comment on, was it his question, whether when you come to the bank and you are dealing with Joy, whether you'll have some preferential rates or something, isn't it? we normally have partnership with other organizations. Now, when we say we want to work with Joy to finance, to support financial, the things we'll put in the memorandum of understanding, MOU between us and Joy. So, including interest rates, will be negotiated interest rate. Like even poultry, we're offering even as low as 1% per month. For example, the ones who are doing broilers, you come to the bank, you want to pay within 45 days, you do your 30 days, you sell off. Then you pay the bank at that negotiated rate. So we'll see what function Joy will play in the project. So it's not like you are coming directly alone to the bank, but it's now a partnership between Cooperative Bank and Joy, and then the farmers. It's our, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Godwin. Yes, I'm very happy that now we are talking about real experiences, real examples. We said we don't work in isolation. We cannot achieve our objective in isolation. And now we really see, like we put faces to this network and to the hub. It says that the word says it all, right? A hub is just to bring people together. Okay, great. Norbert, do you want to go next?
Yeah, good afternoon. My name, mine is to appreciate the organizers of these trainings. We are learning a lot. I know after this, we'll keep in touch with the facilitators, maybe Morgan and many other like Moses, so that we can engage more on this, because maybe what we have indicated here during our presentation here may not be sufficient. So when we go back to our organizations, we'll discuss and maybe come up with more ideas on how to improve this app. Thank you.
Thank you, Norbert. This is a very good point. This, of course, is the start of a relationship. It's 3 days. It was intense, but of course, it doesn't end here. Actually, what we are proposing to you, this format or template on the matching points, it's a live document. It can be revised. When you can go back, you talk to your colleagues, you discuss, you share what Joy is, what this learning route was about, and really don't hesitate to call us back, send us back the form with your inputs, revised inputs, updated with the comments. And that's why I want to repeat it once again, that we created a mailing list, which is a group, all of you guys, but it can be expanded to more of your colleagues. So don't just send us their names. We will include them in the conversation. Yeah. The Moses and his team will lead this, but will be here to support and to see if everything is going smoothly. Okay, so Martha, do you want to go next? Present your idea. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Martha, for those who didn't get a chance to hear my name. So I work with Lian Farm, and what we expect from Joy is partnership and collaboration from every stakeholder that are here. So our service area of interest will be on mentorship, skills development. This is both technical and the soft skills, curriculum development, training of the trainees, and placement, and what do we call that name? Yeah, so what we can offer as Lian Farm, internship, because we envision growth of our organization in various areas. And to be specific, we will require about, let's say, 23 interns to come and join our organization under the production and processing, because we're just about to launch the chicken processing facility that we have. And also the outgrower services, because you're already supplying chicks to farmers. We'll need people to come in and offer the disease control services. and also on the marketing part of it, because we've started to sell, we already sell chicks, but we're going to start selling chicken, processed chicken. And also the administration on the record keeping, payment of farmers, so, and the general office work. And I'll be more interested, what I'll be more interested to see in the hub is a short course on the cost-benefit analysis for all these value chains. It will be good to guide the youth on how to, if they're going in for the self-employment, it will be good to have a clear picture, understanding on how to go about to determine the pricing of their products. We're also willing to offer a physical lab for the practical classes. Another thing we're willing to offer is marketing activities as we go out to train farmers on the products that we offer, or maybe the services that we offer. We are willing to market the hub and tell them what it all entails and the kind of services they can get it there. And also lastly, we're willing to offer the chicken processing facility, because we have the machine there. Why not come and, if you have quite a huge number of chickens to be slaughtered, you can come to organization and use the facility. That's all. Thank you.
Yes, she deserves an applause. Thank you so much. This was very precise, concrete. I'm sure the hub really appreciate. Let's go on. Wilson, or any comments, you guys? This is a conversation, so feel free to interrupt me. Wilson, do you want to go next?
Good afternoon. I'm Wilson Opalo from Fisheries, Session-Kakamega. I'm very much happy, privileged to be here with the root of learning. And in ABDP, I hope we will be very happy to collaborate and partner with Joy so that we can at least create an employment to our youths who are yet to be employed. By doing so, I hope we are going to take them as in internship at a cheese in our organization, so long as we are in our groups. And then the other thing we are going to do is that we'll have to help them form the groups. By doing so, we'll be linking them to the social services department for their registration of the groups. And then the other thing is that the incentives that we'll have for our youths is the cost sharing, which means that if they are in a group, they can at least, if it's an ASC group, agriculture, support group, or enterprise, they can form a group of 5 registered, and then in the ABDP they can present their business plan or proposals, which can be also, they can be funded, and instead of them returning the money they were funded as a grant, they return it as a cost sharing in form of in-kind contribution. In that what they are doing is they are contributing to the ABDP as a program project. Next, in our program, we are also to link them to other sectors or to other activities along the aquaculture group or value chain, which means in the aquaculture value chain, we have got several value chains which they can also be involved in. They can, for example, open an eatery kiosk, or they can make a group which can be transporting the fish from the source to the end point, or they can also be add value to their fish. For example, making the sausages, mandazis, or even the sambusa. So that will be a big link of creating employment to our youths. The other thing is that we'll be assisting through trainings, skill development, as I have said, group formation, and then we can also link them to markets, institution for training institutions, also in a group, because it's an IFAD group program, they cannot save their money in the IFAD. So we shall also link them to even to the banks, for example, cooperative, they can make their savings from their earnings. So what we are going to do is maybe to assist the JOY program on the onboarding of the youth to the hub, which means we shall be assisting in the registration and organizing the youth to form groups for trainings and other activities along the aquaculture value chain. Maybe I'll reach there. Thank you, madam.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It was very clear. And the onboarding is very important as it's coming very soon. Okay, so I see no raised hands. I continue with Michael Koha.
Thanks a lot. My name is Michael Makoha. I'm representing Western Deluxe, a maize company limited. We are a processing company that is based in Busia town, which is on the border of Kenya and Uganda. We deal mainly in processing of sifted maize meal, milling of rice from paddy, process formulation and processing of animal feeds, and we are very soon at advanced stage of going into briquetting of renewable energy briquettes from rice husks, rice straw, and sugarcane processing bagasse. That's part of our green transformation project. When it comes to what we expect from our participation, we are willing to benefit or partner with JOY in training some of the youths from Shamberere TTI and any other place on various aspects of feed formulation, briquettes formulation, quality control issues, and general processing at industrial level. We are also willing to give mentorship and practical skills to these youths together with JOY. And the incentive that our enterprise would need to participate in the JOY program, of course, cost sharing. We will not expect to meet the costs of the interns or students who have got placement with us, but we will give them the opportunity to get the experience and relevant skills. Another thing, green jobs. Because as we said, we are having a serious program in pipeline with the support of Micro Enterprise Support Program Trust, MESP, who have kindly accepted to help us access some of the assets required to go into processing of briquettes from bagasse. And that one will definitely prepare them for the green jobs, because renewable energy is one of the serious areas that is required in green transformation. Okay, we have the placement linkages which we are going to offer to them, to the students and other trainees from other institutions. When it comes to the linkages, we also have the opportunity to link the JOY project students through Shamberere to market linkages, and this is, we feel, instead of we as Western Deluxe having to struggle moving our products all over, if the youths can organize themselves through the various apps, including the platform at the Coop Bank, and do that work for us at a commission, that one can work. It will be a win-win situation. We will save on the costs and they will earn something from participation in the linkages with the other market outlets, particularly rural market outlets like kiosks, like individual farmers. If they come up with an app which is capable of reaching individual farmers, and when they are lacking, let's say, certain feeds, they know how to reach us through the app by the youths. So be it. We will benefit because our sales will increase as the youths will get employment in between here, and the farmers will get whatever they want just in time. And we can also, of course, link them to the many youths who are doing border. So that will be upon their own innovativeness, but we are willing to link them to the markets. Training institutions, of course, for us to fit in the JOY project, we'll have to go through Shamberere TTI, which is a training institution, and we are willing to do that. Of course, at the end of it, we will wish to provide employment opportunities where need be. Some of these trainees will come up with the relevant skills to our operations, and we will retain some of them. Those ones who will be willing and ready to work with us, we are expanding. Like in the area of briquettes and fish feed pellets production. This is a new area where we will definitely require staff. And some of these youths can come in to get employment opportunities. Of course, I've already explained the last question, what can we offer to JOY and Shamberere in terms of employment opportunities, internships and all that. I've explained that. In general, we are willing to take on students who are youths as interns, as apprentices to come on board and expand with us. We are expanding and we will need them to expand with us. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Michael. Yes.
Thank you very much. Having listened to the conversations, I also wanted to highlight some of the things that we desire to do in Kakamega through the program. Looking at the institutes, we are very keen when it comes to innovations. And I've heard mention of the BSF. We are keen to partner on this. There is also the aspect of vermiculture, establishment of the upcoming seed systems. So this is something that we can immediately engage and come up with a partnership document, so that then going forward we are walking through the journey together. Now, the SMEs that are here, that we have been working with, they are fully aware that we are working with about 27 young people in Kakamega County that are in the process of being identified, and we are going to equip them to continually support provision of BDS within poultry and aquaculture. So again, that is an area that we would want to partner closely, of course, with the SMEs taking the lead, because that is an assignment that has to be led by the SMEs that are here. And then finally, in terms of job creation, and again through the SMEs, we are willing to support about 8 youth from this county. In terms of, job opportunities available from between now and December of this year. Thank you very much.
Finished, or you want to? Okay, thank you, Ruben. Masked. Okay, guys, how's it going? All clear? Yeah? Okay. So we listen now to the Kakamega County youth entrepreneurs, Risper and John. Who wants to present?
Good afternoon. We've listened more, and I can hear every talk is all about creation of employment to the youth. I am the youth, representing the others. Actually, I'm glad of the discussions going around, and to us, we are really committed to ensure that we change the notions, we change the livelihood of the young generation that is upcoming. Within our organization, there are areas we've identified that we are going to partner with Joy to ensure that we have that win-win situation. And above all, now that they are the youth who are going to benefit from this project, I had already said that our organization is very much ready to participate even on the onboarding of the youth. We can really provide people who are entrusted, people who are up to the task. Citing a situation where we've seen people being trained, but now that they don't have that zeal, they don't have the interest, they never take it up after the training. But for the people we'll bring on board, if given that opportunity, actually there are people you can look up to even in the decades to come. Secondly, in our organization, we have a different level of capacities, mainly people who have know-how and up-to-date skills and knowledge on agri-entrepreneurship. So we are looking forward to give a platform for the youth to come and learn what is on the ground, the real situation in agribusiness. We are going to offer that opportunity, including apprenticeship, of course, considering that there should be a cost-sharing situation where at least the Joy Project should facilitate for this youth learning using our facilities. I don't know if I've covered everything. Also, maybe within our facilities that we have, for those who are here day one, I'd explained how we do operate. We have so many farms that are being owned by youth, and not just a farm, but a serious farm. And I gave an example. When you hear Imboga, it's one of the serious businesses within our organization. We have so many of that kind. So if given opportunity, we are able to offer a mentorship program for the youth who will be benefiting from this hub. I think up to there, I've covered quite some information of what I was to do present. Thank you.
Thank you. I think much has been said, and this is what maybe I can add. I must appreciate it has been a learning session, a chance to network, and even to market ourselves. Maybe I must just admit that we are looking forward for your partnership. Actually, the implementation. I think most of the organizations, I've been part of some organizations, we talk, we meet for the convention, we discuss a lot, but the implementation, nothing happens. So I believe that Joy, we are going to implement this thing and it will be a success. Thank you.
To implement, this is not our task, each one of us must really come through, right? So that's why we wanted you to meet with the hub and really go down to some commitment that will be very, very soon be taken to a formal one. Yeah? Tumaini, do you want to share with us? Thank you.
Good afternoon. First, I'll appreciate Shamberere Hub, together with Joy, for recognizing Tumaini Farm and all the stakeholders who are here. I think they saw what we are doing to the youth. For their interest is creating jobs for the youth. Farm is a mixed farm. We have dairy, poultry, and horticulture. And our interest is to partner with Joy in training, improving the life of the youth, especially in the value chain, mostly touching the agricultural. Yeah. As Tumaini, we are much interested, as have I said, in the youth. In our farm now, we have about 7 of them, and who are working within our farm. And we've been having interns who are working in our farm, and they're from this hub of Shamberere. I think we shall internship, skill development, and looking at what can the youth gain from this organization. Lastly, maybe I'll say our incentive is to have to share the cost, because the cost, we have to share the cost in a way that as the hub sent us the interns, we shall be able to provide for them, I think, lunch and tea break, because we cannot release them. Some of them, they come from far. We cannot release them to go back home. And some of them also, they will have to use our tools and equipments as they work. In the side of green jobs, we really want to cut on the use of those things that are harmful to the environment. And I think with the Joy, with their support, we shall be able to increase that need and help most of the youth within our community. Then also we shall do the linkages of marketing, training and training institutions, whereby we shall be able to, if we have an employee who is not trained, I think we can refer the youth to the Shamberere so that he can be trained. I think opportunities, we offer, I think we have job opportunities, internship, and currently we have a student from here who is working in our farm as the farm manager. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Tumaini. Yes, we know that he works as a farm manager. We went to visit. Let's go into even more concrete, like how many jobs do you offer? Can you offer how many internships? So that really they can really have practical conversation with you guys. Yeah? Okay, so Solitech, Zakaria, do you want to share with us?
Thank you very much. Most of the things have been said. Solatech, just a brief introduction, is a company that deals with solar PV systems, plus power control and protection. What we are intending to offer to the hub, one, it's about curriculum development. As we shared the other day, I talked about skills that are missing in the market, especially for solar PV installers. They need to be registered by IPRA for them to be able to find jobs in the market. So that is one of the areas that we intend to collaborate with the hub. And secondly, it's internship and mentorship programs. That is also key to us. We will endeavor to provide that service to the hub. Many things have been talked about, but I'll just want to mention something that I think it has not been spoken about. Someone alluded to it about the network that we've created. As Solartech, we are willing to help the SMEs and the enterprise under the hub on a scheme of discounted sales, especially when it comes to solar installations, solar water heaters. That is an area that we can collaborate with them. And we are also willing to give them free advice on what is supposed to be done to improve their power consumption. That is something that we are ready to offer. I think for now, that is what I can say. And the paper that we gave out, I think it's work in progress. It can be improved on as we continue. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It was very precise. This is what we want, to understand really what are the needs and what you can offer to Joy and to Sciamberere. Juliet.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Juliet Natwati. I'm from Alvin Poultry and Pigs Farm. It's here in Kakamega. We deal with poultry production and rearing of pigs. So what we expect in partnering with Joy is job opportunities for the youth, whereby if a student has completed his studies in any agricultural program, we can offer employment for 2 or 3 youths. Also cost sharing, whereby we can offer, after offering internship, we can provide accommodation to the intern and also provide for a food program. Also, what we expect from partnering with Joy is also the market linkage. Sometimes when we slaughter pigs for pork, we have high demand and we don't have enough product to provide to our customers. So if Joy can link us to other farmers who are rearing pigs, we will appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you, Juliet. Last but not least, I think, is there someone else? It's your turn.
Thank you for giving me again an opportunity. Yeah, my name is Kiboy. I come from Trans Nzoia. What we do there is we produce fingerlings for farmers in fish. We have 2 types of fish that we produce in our place: catfish and tilapia. So our collaborations with the Sciamberere and Joy is that we will take their youth, and we have 3 sections. We have fish, we have irrigations, greenhouses, and we have poultry. So the students that we are going to take from here, it will be practical courses that will be done on the ground there. They'll have to go through stages. That is identifying ponds if they are on fish, construction of ponds, supplying, stocking pond, fingerlings in the ponds, and then doing now fish. On the other side, we also teach the youth on irrigation, management of greenhouses, where we have tomatoes, we have other crops that are grown up in the greenhouses. And then in the poultry, what we do, we are brooders. We receive our chicks from the slum. We come and keep it there for a period of 2 months. We also do training. We train the youth on management of poultry. So I can see, I started coming here almost a year ago. I never even thought that this organization will grow to where we are now. It's very interesting. We have grown up. We are now seeing even financial institutions, where a number of them, they have come here. It's quite encouraging. But where there's competition, you get the best results. So, participants, I'll encourage you that some of us who are being selected to come here is a privilege. It is an opportunity that we have been given to deal with the farmers. So this partnership that we are having, I hope it should not end soon before we come up with something which will improve the lives of the youth. Finally, I would like to mention one very interesting aspect. I saw it in Kakamega here, which I have not seen in other counties, because part of the western region have gone up to Siaya, Busia, Kakamega, Vihiga. The kind of service they do to young people is commendable, especially Kakamega. Kakamega, when I attended the first workshop here, I learned something, but I didn't want to tell anybody. The same approach, I went and introduced in Bungoma with maize, and greatly I'm happy I've been given an opportunity to do the job there with maize. So, what we are learning here, this is knowledge. It is knowledge that we should actually transfer to these young people, which have been studied in Kakamega. And when I spoke here, was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? I think yesterday. It happened that I was trying to jump ahead before starting the issue. After training youth, what we do here, we give them knowledge, they go practically attend to private enterprises, they're given all that knowledge. They are ready. What do we do? Especially those who are doing agriculture, what do we do? Okay, I've seen on this program, 70% will go on wage. 30% are supposed to go on employment. What we do, this is what I was trying to explain yesterday, and I said, same approach. The county government, if they can come up, join up with the development partners, and then assist these youth. What Kakamega has just started. Two minutes. Give me 3 minutes. Okay, 2. Yeah. Buy a container. Fabricate it. Fit it with solar energy. Fabricate it in the form of a restaurant. Then buy tents and chairs. Make a restaurant for these young youth. Let them sell fish. Fish will come from the ponds. Then the county government, Minister of Fisheries, restrict fish from coming from outside. Any fish coming from outside, let them pay a fee, so that these people will have opportunities with the farmers. Farmers will produce the raw material, and you sell it there. Started youth. You would have formed employment opportunity. You already youth employed direct. One restaurant, those are 6 people who have got employment. Indirect, there will be those who bring in vegetables, those who bring in tomatoes, those who bring in onions, border. There will be people who can transport, bringing feed in that place. You would have 25% of those fish produced in the county will be sold there. So, I think I've come to an end. I will not steal your time again.
Please, it's very rich. It's just that we are now, we are closing. We want to hear everybody, if you guys have...
Thank you for giving me that.
No, please, thank you. Thank you. Anybody who has questions or comments to respond to this very rich conversation and the presentations from each one of you? You're tired, huh? It's almost tea time, but I will give the chance to Morgan to wrap it up, and then to Moses.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon once again. Are we tired? Can continue? Yes. Oh well. Yeah. First of all, I'd like to take this opportunity to pass our sincere appreciation for this team sitting here. Some of you have been with us for 3 days. Maybe 4 days if we count the day of traveling for some. Yeah? Yeah, some of you have been with us for 2 days. Some came in today. Some were with us when we started the initial leg in Nakuru, and they're still here with us. We really appreciate your efforts as a project. On behalf of Ustadi, the organization I work for, and also on behalf of our funders, IFAD, International Fund for Agricultural Development, and our implementing partner, Procasua, and International Labour Organization. whom together we are implementing the Joy project. We'd like this opportunity to say, hongera kwenu. We don't take this for granted, and we believe that something good must come out of this, right? Yeah, something good must come out of this. So I'd like to just maybe highlight a few issues that maybe I picked out as we were presenting. And I will just reiterate, in terms of the support that the Joy project will be giving to the youth, we indicated that for, of course, internships, apprenticeships, and peer-to-peer learning, the project will facilitate our beneficiaries, the youth that we are working with, so that they can be able to, if it's about travel to these locations, in terms of accommodation, the project will take care of, these costs so that our youth can learn and be able to get these skills and, get the experience for them to be able to be successful. So that is a commitment that the project has put in place, and we will see to it. And also for the players that will be with us for curriculum development, for mentorship, and these activities that will be supporting, the hub. I know we are private sector players. Some of us are in the public office, but of course we will enter into official agreements for the services that we will be offering to the hub, of course, yeah? See, these are some of the incentives also for you to participate, yeah? So as a mentor, as a trainer, the project will enter with you into an agreement through the hub, of course, so that you can be compensated according to those terms of agreement and the services that you will be providing to the hub. I thought I would get claps for this, but yes. So in terms of facilitation, we will also be looking at, enriching the knowledge base of the youth that we are working with through peer-to-peer learning. So those youth enterprises that we have, that John talked about, we are looking forward as a team to also just, ensure that we enrich the people we work with, the youth we work with, enrich ourselves. And we look forward also to you linking us further to other potential, players within the ecosystem that are not here. You are here today. Not everybody we expect to be within the ecosystem is here. And we look upon you to also spread the gospel to other guys who can, bring their hands together and work with us so that we can, have a big net where we can, take our youth into employment, get these opportunities in internships, attachments, so that our beneficiaries can get the needed experience and the learning curve for them to be successful. I believe that those are the issues that I picked out. And once again, I would like to say thank you very much for being here for the last 3 days for this learning route in Kakamega. And myself, we are available for consultation. I think we've been put into a group for knowledge sharing, WhatsApp group. We also have a common Google group where we'll be continuing to share in terms of the progress of the project. And in terms of follow-up, I believe that some of the enterprises represented here, we know your location, we've been there, a few, but not everybody. And from here on, I believe that the next steps as we do the onboarding, as we develop the curricula, we will be looking at following up on these discussions that we've started here. And we are looking at the hub, and probably myself, of course, will be, coming now, coming to you guys. I believe you've provided the contact persons that now, we want to also, cascade this conversation to, also your other working colleagues who are in the relevant departments that can support us, concretize on these conversations so that we can have, these agreements that we are talking about, yeah, in terms of having the specific details on maybe the number of people that we want to, take, or in terms of if it is curriculum development, which particular personnel will be involved and at what capacity. So this, I think, we will coordinate together with Shamberere Hub team led by Moses, and we will be communicating. Of course, we have your contacts, so kindly please, as we try to reach out, kindly bear with us and cooperate. And I know since you are here, the goodwill is already shown, and we believe that we will continue this way. And as RISPA intimated at some point while she was presenting, is that many a times projects come, they make promises, yes, and somehow something goes wrong along the way. Yeah? The good thing with this project is, if maybe anything were to go wrong, then we will say it's only the private sector that will let us down, because we will on board, we are going to train. So the part that maybe Joy will do, will study, the hub, I think we will do our part, and I believe also you'll do your part, right? As we've agreed, and bring more people on board, and I believe we will be a success at the end of the day. There's no any two ways about it. Yeah, so that's my belief, and I believe that you guys will work together with us. Once again, thank you very much. I'd like to take this opportunity to invite, as we close, the hub lead, Mr. Moses, to welcome the principal to close for us, as we also will be giving out certificates of participation for this learning room. Once again, thank you very much. Let us give each other a hand. Good job.
Thank you, Morgan. Mine is very, very brief. I just want to couple it up also than inviting the principal with passing a vote of thanks. It's been a long time since we began on Sunday here. And I just want to thank the Almighty God for enabling us to be where we are today. We've not had any cases of sicknesses. It's not obvious. We've not had any incidents that are bad or dangerous. We don't take it for granted. So we thank God for his preservation. We also want to thank the county director, TVET, in absentia. He graced our occasion, and it's not sometimes easy to have such people around us. Maybe the regards reach him. The Board of Governors, Shamberere TTI, you've braved the time, you've been with us throughout the moment. We appreciate you so, so much. The principal, who is also the patron of this project here, you've been with us. I've been seeing you sometimes transferring functions here. It's been quite a sacrifice. We appreciate you. Our funding partners, Ustadi, Procasor, IFAD, and others, your representation has been well received. I also want to appreciate the core hubs, CoELIB in Nakuru, for Nakuru, and also Pwani University, who are well represented. We are praying hard that maybe in the next 2 months, we should be in Pwani to also see what they also have in a similar case. I want to specially thank all the private partners who are invited and honored the invitation. Actually, my greatest prayer was that you honor your invitation, that invitation. And you coming and staying here with us, we do not take it for granted. Thank you. Because if it is not for you, then this learning route will fail. Even the project will not be there. So you are very, very important to us, and we appreciate the time you've spared with us, the information you've shared with us, and also the commitment you've given in this project. I look forward to the next few days of busy interactions with you, with Morgan also, so that we get to iron out a few of those elements that might have been shared. I also want to appreciate my team, the Shamberere Hub team. That is the Kina Rose, James, thank you for being there. Naomi and Forrester in absentia. So thank you so much. You've worked tirelessly and we appreciate. The technical team, I have been always calling you the big brothers. And I don't know if you live as a camera maybe to remember that you are here one day. Thank you for making these sessions to be lively, what we had actually not even imagined. We appreciate and take our regards to Professor Kahi. Tell him we are so much in love with CoELIB. Actually, it's the one that birthed SATEC, because out of the marking of benches there. So then lastly, I want to pass my regards to the catering team. They have made sure we had good meals. Some of us have been skipping a very important menu included in the catering team. The bambara nuts. Wengine wakadhani ni menjera. Unajua menjera? Menjera is sokodash. Actually, they are called bambara nuts and they are very, very nutritious. If you missed that, blame yourself. Maybe you can come back next time and we'll include that. And to all of us, we just want to appreciate that we are one team. Now, from this moment, I think we should not say that hub. It is our hub. You are very much part of it. It's not Shamberere, it is you and me. Okay? That should be the gospel, so that when we go out, when we say about Shamberere Hub, we are not saying about Shamberere Hub as Shamberere TTI. We are talking about Shamberere Hub, which you are a member or part of. So thank you so much. I just want to take this opportunity to welcome the principal, Shamberere TTI, who will take up the protocols therein after. Karibu sana, madam. You can appreciate her as she comes, please.
There's a song we sing in our church. I don't know if your church knows the same song. It goes like this. We give all the glory to Jesus and tell of his love. We give all the glory to Jesus and tell of his wonderful love. That's what I can say. That I give all the glory to Jesus for this far that he has brought us. We are beginning our journey together. We know he is going to walk with us and lead us to where he wants us to go. May I take this opportunity to thank all of you for your participation and welcome Mr. Wandabwa, member of the board, to close this workshop officially.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon again. I bet you're all tired and looking outside to grab a cup of coffee before we all depart. A lot has been said during this session. I know we've all been here for quite a while. We've learned a lot. We've partnered, we've interacted, and we've gained a lot. I'll not waste so much of your time because I know we're all tired, and I'll just want to thank each one of you. You've been so important to us for this project, and we humbly pray that we'll continue working together, walk this journey so that we can empower our youth and create more jobs for this community. Your input is very important, and we'll take it very seriously so that we ensure that this hub is an example to the whole country. And I guarantee you that very many people will be very anxious to see and to borrow leaf from what you all will be doing. So with that, I wish you all the best, and thank you all so much. I wish you safe journey as you head back to your respective homes. I know some of you are going all the way to Nairobi, Nakuru, Kisumu. We say thank you all and have a safe journey. Thank you.
There's a role he's to play. We would like to take this opportunity to appreciate all the participants. We shall give a certificate to each one of you. And I would like Rose, where are you? No. Norbert Kibet. Followed by Zechariah Makona. Alfred Kiboi. Martha Mahapila. Michael Makoha. Joshua Laban Mwanzo. Hesbon Evelia. That is Mwanzo. Evans Okacha. Rispa Akwale. That is Rispa. John Kataka. Wilson Opala. Grace Dinda. Ruben Gachau. Rehema Kewasis. And Godwin Tulula.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Want to take a photo?
Okay. Thank you guys once again. We sent an evaluation form on the WhatsApp. Takes 3 minutes. Please fill it in so that we can improve our work. We can hear more of your comments. It's anonymous. You can write your impressions, your comments, your feedback, to us. And once again, thank you so much, Shamberere team. Thank you, Rose. She's been amazing. And group photo. We haven't taken one group photo now. You have to smile and look pretty for the last group photo, even if you're tired. And yeah, do you want us in, out, out? Everybody out. And then after the photo, we will take tea together, and then we will say goodbyes, we will cry, we will hug. Okay? Okay.